Is it this one? Have I done the one that I want? I should report to Sheogorath that I have lit the Great Torch as he requested. Did I light the correct one?
The Great Torch flares with the light of dementia. All of Crucible will be celebrating tonight. Here, take this. The reward you have earned. Quickly now. It's best if no one knows you wear this.
What? What? They're gonna see me wearing it though, man. It's best if no one knows I wear it. Dog, what do you think wearing it means? Everyone's gonna know. When we had last left the hero of Kvatch, well, their journeys in the Shivering Isles once again continued, with them speaking with Sheogorath, who asked them to reignite the Flame of Agnon, a super cool flame that provided hope, merriment, and good times to all of the people who dwelled within the Shivering Isles, especially those who dwelled within New Sheoth. But nonetheless, every time the mysterious Grey March was upon the land, every time Jiglag's forces appeared, the flame would go out. And so it was up to none other than the hero of Kvatch, who would maybe become Sheogorath eventually, to travel out to Cylarne and go on and somehow there get a torch that would reignite the flame. But first they would probably have to deal with some saints and seducers. This is the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Welcome back. Zoop, zoop. There we are. Let us continue and head on down. There we are. Good, good, good. Oh, we'll grab a few more shroomages as well. Of course, just in case we get something cool. Oh, wow. It's very nice. Anything under the bridge? I don't think so. Yeah, not exactly the type of bridge to have someone, you know, pass a major boat underneath. Not that they get many boats. Yeah, I don't... Are there any boats here? I don't think so. Yeah, Shivering Isles, despite being an isle, or purportedly multiple isles, are there even really any multiple isles? I think it's all just one. Well, I guess you could say, I guess you could say it's isles. I sure as hell wouldn't. But I guess the thinking is, when it comes to the Shivering Isles, just as with the Deadlands, as we see present here in this game, in Oblivion, there are probably multiple islands, right? It's probably not just this, right? The Aegean Sea and the Emean Sea, these are probably, you know, the waters of Oblivion as pertain to this section of Oblivion, right? This plane of Oblivion. But these may well be waters which, you know, if you went out far enough, maybe you would find another landmass. I don't know. And technically this is the Isle of Flame, but it is connected. It is evidently connected in some way. Maybe that's a newer addition. Maybe it's man-made. Maybe it's not really an island. You could do anything you want here in the Shivering Isles, right? It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. The fact that it makes no sense makes perfect sense, right? We've talked about this. It gives you carte blanche to do whatever the fuck you want. Right? And in some ways, that's just a further extension of what exists within the Elder Scrolls lore, period. You know, that the way in which the games and the lore is set up, you can kind of just do whatever the hell you fucking want. Right? It doesn't fucking matter at the end of the day. Oh, look. This seems like one of the obelisks, but maybe inactive? Okay. Man, it sounds like a jungle out here for real. I don't remember it seeming and sounding so jungle-esque. I've arrived at the ruins of Cylarne. I need to speak to the commanders of the Golden Saints and Dark Seducers to find out how to light the Flame of Agnon. Right, and I think this is where we make a choice. We commit to one of these groups. Hello.
The altar
Vika.
of rapture will be ours.
Oh?
State your business. Cylarne is holy ground, unfit for mortals.
Oh dear. I'm here on Sheogorath's business. I'd best be going then. My business is my own, dog. Should we call them dog? I think, don't we get like a unique response? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we get a unique response depending on our chosen race for insulting them. Maybe. I quick saved anyway. My business is my own, dog.
Is that truly the best you can do? Your wit might be better suited to the Oriels across the way.
Okay. Maybe it's from you.
Blessings upon you.
Chunna.
Halt! Mortals are not permitted within the walls of holy Cylarne.
Out of my way, Daedra scum.
Would that I could exact satisfaction upon you for that insult. But I am honor-bound to guard the doors of Cylarne, and so I will stay my hand. For now.
Okay, let's
Halt.
try it again. Stand aside. Sheogorath sent me.
My pardon, Lord. Receive this key, and with it free passage
Yeah.
throughout the shrine of the Flame of Agnon.
Okay, well, I need to light the Flame of Agnon.
Alas, we cannot light the flame until we take control of the Altar of Despair from the infernal Maskin. The Armazalkana would wish to speak to you at once. Proceed through this door to our main encampment at the Altar of Rapture.
Hang on, could I have been more acerbic there? Let me reload. Let me reload and see if we can be more mean. Maybe you can't. There's some place in the Shivering Isles where there is actually, for once, reactivity to your chosen
The
like
Maskin are
character race.
unworthy to guard the Altar of Despair. Halt! Mortals are not permitted within the walls of holy Cylarne.
Ah, never mind then.
Begone, mortal.
Oh, okay. How about over here?
State your business. Cylarne is holy ground, unfit for mortals.
Okay. Well, I'd best be going then?
You're more intelligent than I expected from a mortal, and a male at that. Away with you then.
Okay.
State your business. Cylarne is holy ground, unfit for mortals.
Well, I am here on Sheogorath's business.
Then you are free to enter the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. This key will allow you passage through any door in Cylarne.
Okay, well, I do need to light the Flame of Agnon.
The flame is lit from the shrine's 2 altars. Once the Oriels are driven out of Cylarne, it will be our pleasure to light the flame for Sheogorath. The Grukedric Ulfri will explain everything. You should speak to her at once.
The Grukedrig is how you pronounce that? I would say Great-Drig. Did you see the fucking subtitle? The Grukedrig.
State your business. Cylarne is holy ground, unfit for mortals.
Okay, my business is my own dog.
Is that truly...
Okay. Hello.
My soul for Sheogorath.
Tell me about the Oriels.
That's what we call ourselves. The most loyal and honorable servants of Sheogorath.
Okay, well, how about the Flame of Agnon?
The flame is only lit at the command of Sheogorath, from the altars of rapture and despair within the shrine itself.
Okay, well,
I'm
he has
sure
commanded
the
it.
Armazalkana will be glad to help you once the Maskin are driven from the altar of despair.
Oh my gosh, okay. First tell me about the Mazkin.
The treacherous ones, the dark seducers of ill repute, whose every action drags Sheogorath's holy name through the mud.
And the Canna?
She commands the Oriels here at
Or Canna,
Cylarne. She
the
has
person.
just arrived with reinforcements from Brellock to end this stalemate once and for all.
Okay, what's Brellock?
Our home and sanctuary here in the Shivering Isles.
Oh, cool, okay. Tell me about these altars, the one of despair?
Alas, we have not seen the Altar of Despair for many years. It is in the underground part of Cylarne, which is controlled by the Maskin. The Maskin do not even allow us free passage to worship there, which is one of the many reasons why they are unfit to continue to guard it.
And how about the Altar of Rapture?
It is on the east side of Cylarne, which we hold for Lord Sheogorath. The Armazalkana has her command post there.
Okay, great.
For Sheogorath's glory.
So can I go in this one? I opened the door with Cylarne key. Okay. How about this? Well, this is not a door. This is the flame. Okay. Well, hold up. I'm gonna take some of these before I go in there where there's all these magical noises emitting. Okay. Sure. And like I said, I'm pretty sure in the original playthrough we did of the original game, I'm like 90% sure I sided with the Dark Seducers because like we have found out, they're generally a lot more kind to, I don't know, non-Oriels, I guess.
The Mazkin are unworthy to guard the Altar of Despair.
My scouts reported no signs of the Mazkin in the Underdeep. It's our best chance to take them unawares.
Too risky. It's likely to be a trap. They could cut us to pieces down there if they knew we were coming.
With all due respect, Almas, I ask that you reconsider. The main passage is strongly defended. Perhaps if you'd allow me to scout further.
Enough! I've made my decision. We will attack down the main passage as planned. The Mazkin will not withstand us.
I overheard two Golden Saint officers arguing about the best way to attack the Dark Seducers. The Lieutenant Muriel mentioned something about the Underdeep, a secret side passage leading to the Dark Seducer altar. I should find out more about this passage from Muriel. Hello.
Greetings, stranger. Are you here to help us drive the Mazkin out of Cylarne?
Something like that. Tell me about the Altar of Rapture?
It is just there, at the top of these steps.
It's just there.
You would pray for the blinding ecstasy, which is the ultimate reward for those in Sheogorath's service?
Yeah, yeah, I would. Okay, how about the Underdeep? Tell me about
My
this.
scouts recently discovered another way through the ruins to the Altar of Despair. The Armasul Canna wants to assault the altar down the main passage, but the Mazkin are expecting us to come that way. They've strongly fortified the main passage against us. If we attacked through the Underdeep, we could take them by surprise. If only Canna would listen to me. An attack down the main passage will end the same as it always does. A glorious defeat.
Why won't Canna listen?
She thinks the Underdeep is a trap. It's true. If the Mazkin knew we were coming that way, we wouldn't stand a chance. But I'm convinced the Mazkin don't expect us to come that way. If we attacked in full force, we could take the Altar of Despair before they had a chance to react. If only I could make Canna see that.
Okay, sure.
Go.
Hey, Canna.
This is no place for a mortal. We are about to join battle against the Mazkin. You'd best stand aside.
Well, Sheogorath sent me. I need your help.
My pardon, emissary. I am at your service. We are preparing to sweep the Mazkin scum from Cylarne. Perhaps Sheogorath sent you to help us.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, yeah. I need to reignite the Flame of Agnon.
Only the servants of Sheogorath can light the flame, by kindling the altars of despair and rapture which feed the flame. Alas, we hold only the altar of rapture. The treacherous Mazkin hold the altar of despair. We must control both to light the flame. If you help us seize the altar of despair from the Mazkin, I will be honored to kindle the Flame of Agnon for my lord Sheogorath.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the flame?
The flame is fed from the altar of rapture and the altar of despair. Only servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars. Once we capture the altar of despair from the Mazkin, it will be my great honor to light the flame for Lord Sheogorath.
And although it sounds like it would be the most simple solution, I don't think you can just ask them to each light their own. That way the middle gets lit up, right? They both of these altars are assigned to each of these two groups. And you would think that you, being sort of an intermediary, you could just go between them and be like, okay, why are y'all fighting? It doesn't matter. The Grey March is happening. Can we just get the altars lit? That way they feed to the Flame of Agnon. You can't do that. You do have to actually choose a side here. You can't broker any measure of peace. You have to pick, right? If I remember correctly. Tell me about these battle plans you got planned?
The only way to assault the Altar of Despair is down the main passage between the two altars. It will be difficult. The Mazkin have fortified their position, but I am confident that with your help, we can defeat them. Will you help us retake the Altar of Despair and drive the Mazkin out of Cylarne once and for all?
I don't want to get involved. I'll help you. Let's go. I'll scout the Dark Seducer position. What about the Underdeep? What about the Underdeep?
Ah, Miral's beloved surprise attack. A perfect example of why males do not hold command positions. He has failed to consider the risks of his plan. If the Mazkin have prepared an ambush along that route, we would be slaughtered. We're better off storming the main passage, where our superior strength and blade work can come into play.
Okay. And I forget, has he actually fucked up? Or is this kind of like a weird, silly little flub on the writing's part where they're like, oh yeah, it's a matriarchal society where obviously the best, most capable, and well-trained of Golden Saint and Dark Seducer society are the women, you know? So clearly, Ormazel Khaneh would know, right? Obviously she would know, but then as it turns out, she doesn't fucking know. Who knows? The guy. the man knows, right? Right, is that what we're getting? I can't remember if you go down that route, if you actually do get fucked if you follow his plans. It's like, well, why did you follow this guy's plans? He's a fucking idiot. He doesn't know. Right? Right. That said, we do know that they keep ending in glorious defeat by virtue of going down the main route, which, you know, like I said, makes it seem like we're teetering toward one side over the other. But regardless, personally, I feel like it should be set up to where if you go with, what's his name's route, you know, you should just get fucked, right? You should just get fucked up because he's wrong. That's what I think ought to happen. Okay. Because it seems like it's such obvious setup that he's actually in the right and that she's too full of herself or whatever. She's too overconfident, you know? But I would like for it to subvert expectations once again, the same way in which their very, like, cultures have subverted expectations, in that, like we've said, it's been established, they're matriarchal. It should continue down that line and be like, actually, this was like a fucking cadet. Why did you listen to, like, the new recruits' input instead of the seasoned leader? Right? Okay, let's talk about battle plans.
Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair?
Yeah, but I'll scout the Dark Seducer position real quick.
That's an excellent idea. They cannot refuse entry to an emissary of Lord Sheogorath. Return at once when you have their deployments. This could make all the difference.
Wonderful. Okay. Sure.
Go.
Can I actually tell you of their deployments?
Greetings, emissary. We await your command.
Okay, how about more on the plans?
Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin?
Oh, this is the same as before. Okay, I'm gonna go scout. Thank
Return
you. It is an excellent idea.
For Sheogorath's glory.
Damn. You would think the flame wasn't lit. Given the fact that it doesn't look to be lit and nobody has acknowledged it, but sure sounds like it's fucking roasting. Listen to that. Okay. Is it a bug, or is that just another weird kooky aspect of the Shivering Isles? It sounds like the fire is there, but it's not really. Don't get tricked. It's maddening. It's built from the ground up to drive you up the fucking wall. Okay. Anything else around here? Before we go over to their section? I think we're good. We could probably talk to some of the other saints around here. Have I checked everything though? Yeah, okay. Hello.
My soul for Sheogorath.
Sure.
For Sheogorath's glory. My soul for
Yeah, okay. Same. None of them have names except for these two important characters that we need to have a go-between, right? Yeah. Okay. Which, you know, to go back to our point about subverting the expectation here and continuing down that line, it isn't to say that, like, this guy, because he's, you know, within a matriarchal society, that of course the men wouldn't have any good ideas, but more specifically because he's far outranked by her, right? More so because she would theoretically have way more, like, experience and know-how within her, you know, her area of expertise than he would. Just as it would be, like, you know, in real life, in a predominantly patriarchal society where it's like, well, of course, the women have no good ideas. Right? All right. Hello. Vika?
What is it, emissary?
You have anything new? Oh, you do? Okay. Altar of Rapture. Please tell me of this.
The counterpart to the Altar of Despair. Rapture is currently held by the Orioles in their complacency, but that will soon change.
Okay, tell me more about the Orioles.
Our rivals, the so-called Golden Saints. One day, Sheogorath will finally recognize their bull-headed stupidity and expel them from the realm.
Okay. Are you aware of, what Meridia be calling some of her folks? Okay, Alright, how about the Flame of Agnon?
The holy flame can only be lit from the altars of despair and rapture. Alas, the Orioles hold rapture for now. You should speak to the Grakedric Ulfri at once. She will be glad of your help to rid Cylarne of the arrogant Orioles once and for all.
Okay, I do think I prefer as well the, like, delivery of the Dark Seducers, because they have a certain, like, strange warbliness. You will be welcome here if you right. They have some shit like that, right? We face the dreaded Orioles. They have a certain little something going on in their delivery, right? It really hits when you hear them out there screaming, "Atar Mazkin!" All right, tell me more about the Mazkin.
You know us as Dark Seducers, a name given us by our enemies. But we are the Mazkin in our own tongue, Sheogorath's only truly loyal servants.
Okay, and what about Ulfri? What did you call them? Grava Kid?
She is the Grakedric, commander of the Mazkin here at Cylarne. She has never yet been defeated by the Orioles, despite their strength.
Oh, okay.
For Sheogorath's glory.
Well, I guess we'll scout the position. Like I said, we will be siding with the Golden Saints. Okay. Anything else over here? No. Unfortunately, a lot of the sort of looking at the seducer and saint dichotomy here, it's still a little too surface level for my liking. Like, we don't really get too much into their beliefs, their, like, ideology and all of that, right? It's akin to the start of Skyrim when you're asked to very rapidly and quickly choose right at the beginning between Imperials versus Stormcloaks, and then once you choose one of them, you're like, what did I fucking pick? I don't know. Right? And then you start to learn about each one, you start to formulate and foment opinions and ideas about them. You don't really get so much of that here, right? There's no, like, major political struggle that I remember between them, aside from, like, the Golden Saints tend to have this kind of attitude. Dark Seducers are usually this way, right? There's no, like, big thing that they're, right? As far as I remember, there's no major point of contention that there's any fun, like, politicking on, right?
The Altar of Rapture will be ours. What is it, emissary?
Anything else? Tell me about the Altar of Despair.
We hold the Altar of Despair, here within the shrine of the Flame of Agnon. Continue down the corridor if you wish to meditate there upon the fate of all things mortal.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll do
Walk
that.
with our Lord.
Got an urn, some money, a couple potions of sorcery.
A mortal wandering the halls of holy Cylarne, and a male no less. Explain yourself.
I'm here to speak on Sheogorath's business. I need to speak to Ulfri. This key grants me passage. I need to speak to Ulfri.
Ah, you are just in time. Go quickly. The Orioles may attack at any moment.
Okay.
Walk with our Lord.
Let's quick save, because I don't want to commit to them accidentally. It's because it's kind of feeling like I'm committing to them. Alright. Good. The main passage leading to the Altar of Despair is strongly defended by the Dark Seducers. I should scout the Underdeep to see if it might provide an easier attack route. I forget, can I do a double cross? Can I pretend like I'm siding with the Dark Seducers and be like, yeah, they're actually going through the Underdeep. You'll need to really reinforce that. And then thus the main attack route is completely or severely undermanned. Maybe you can do that. Okay. Look. Big old Scalan statues.
Hail.
I push button, I open door.
The
Hello.
altar of... Begone, mortal, or you will soon find yourself between the Mazkin and their prey. A most dangerous place to be.
Your prey? Well, I need to light the Flame of Agnon. Your prey?
We are preparing to wipe out the arrogant Ariels once and for all. Once they break themselves on our defenses, Cylarne will be ours, a gift for our Lord Sheogorath.
Well, I need to light the flame.
Then you have arrived just in time to help us defend the Altar of Despair. Once the strength of the Ariels is shattered, I will be honored to light the flame as my Lord Sheogorath commands.
Okay. Tell me more about the Flame of Agnon?
The two altars, Blessed Despair and Holy Rapture, feed the great flame of Agnon above us. Only Sheogorath's immortal servants can kindle the altars, and I am at my Lord's command. But I only hold Despair for the moment. The Ariels hold Rapture and are massing to attack us. But never fear, they are no match for us. Once their main force is destroyed, with your help, we can easily take Rapture from the few survivors. Then I will gladly kindle the flame for you.
Okay. How about the Flame of Agnon again?
Only the immortal servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars of despair and rapture, which in turn feed the holy flame of Agnon. Once the Ariels are routed from the altar of rapture, I will be most pleased to command my soldiers to light the flame for Sheogorath's glory.
Okay, and tell me about battle plans?
We are expecting the Ariels to attack any moment. They'll come down the main passage from the Altar of Rapture. They always do. They are overconfident as usual. We have prepared many traps and ambushes. It will be a glorious slaughter. Once the Ariels are destroyed, I will light the Flame of Agnon for you. Will you help us defend the Altar of Despair?
Okay. I don't want to get involved. I'll help you defend the altar. I'll lead the saints into an ambush. If I choose to lead them in... I'll lead the saints into an ambush.
I never suspected that Kana had the audacity to try such a risky assault. But we'll teach her to try to take the Mazkin by surprise. We'll cut them to pieces in those corridors. I'll redeploy my forces at once. You return to Kana and lead her into the trap. Once they're destroyed, I will kindle the altars. Good hunting, friend. The Ariels think to take us by surprise. We will teach them what happens to those who trifle with the Mazkin.
Okay, so now they're going into the little extra area, I think. I told Ulfri that I could lead the Golden Saints into an ambush if she redeployed her troops into the Underdeep. She agreed to my plan. Now I must return to Canna and decide who I want to betray. Okay, yeah, so we could do a little double crossing. Alright. Over here. Oh. Good. And what does this do? Oh, oh my gosh. Okay. Can I push it again? It open back up. Lovely.
How may I serve?
Oh, you don't need to do anything. Except die. Sorry. Okay, over here. I think we're good. Let me check the local map. So we've just got this area over here. But if I go down this area, am I going to activate everything? Yeah, I might do. Okay, so we'll pull back. There we are. Down here. And if I chose not to say anything, they would both suffer defeat.
How may I serve?
Right? The superior force and fighting power of the Saints would equal out the tactical advantage of the seducers having redeployed or like mounting a defense with booby traps and everything in the main route, right? Thus nobody wins, I think. And if that happens, how do you win? How do you, the player, win? The game just ends. The game just ends.
Hail!
Okay.
Hail!
Let's see. Oh, there.
Greetings, emissary. We await your command.
Well, fantastic. Here, I have the battle plans ready to go.
Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair?
Yes, but use the Underdeep. I'll help you. Let's go. I don't want to get involved. I'll help you. Let's go.
Very good, emissary. With your help, we will rid Cylarne of the Mazkin once and for all. Orioles, the cleansing of Cylarne with the Mazkin begins now. Follow me.
Look at him go. Holy fuck. Okay, yeah, let's get some empower going on here, I think. There we are.
Kneel before the saints. Kneel before the saints. Kneel before the saints.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Dark Seducer gear. Should I take him? No, I'm gonna pass on it. Okay. We'll head on in. Yeah, I miss the Mazkin.
My soul for Sheogorath. For Sheogorath! Kneel before the saints.
They don't have as cool of a saying. Oh, they say Atar Oriole. It's okay. It's no Atar Mazkin, though.
Kneel before the saints.
Just trying to keep everybody buffed up, I guess.
Orioles, follow me.
Okay. Seems like it's smooth sailing.
For Sheogorath! For the Mad God! For Sheogorath!
Mazkin!
Go.
Kneel
Ooh,
before the
fuck.
saints.
Mazkin!
For Sheogorath! The saints.
Oh, there we go. We can still hear some Atar Mazkin.
For Sheogorath!
Kneel before the saints!
Kneel before the saints. For Sheogorath! Atar Oriole! Kneel before the saints.
Okay, let's see. Do I have any restore health potions I can just chug here? I can get some strong... Oh, yeah. Perfect. Uh-oh. She coming over here to rock my fucking world?
For Sheogorath!
Great. So far, I don't think we've suffered any losses. Wonderful.
The Altar of Despair is ours, but the battle is not over yet. Defensive positions.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh gosh, we're all getting bottlenecked right here. Oh. Good thing they didn't set up a trap right there. Who the fuck is all that up there? Oh shit. That's all of them right there. Oh shit. So many, it crashed the game. It literally crashed the game. There were so many right there. Fuck me. All right. I guess we'll do a quick cut right here. Be right back. All right, we are back. Let's see if this causes an issue. We're back here again. Uh-oh. They're up there. They're up there. Hang on. Should we worry about that? Are we worried about that up there?
Kneel before the saints. Kneel before the saints.
Good.
Kneel before the saints. Eta Oriol.
Kneel before the saints!
Kneel before the saints.
For the mad god. Mazkin.
There we go.
Mazkin.
Holy shit, there are a bunch.
Mazkin.
God, I miss Atar Mazkin so much. Okay, let's see. Let's take their stuff. Lustrous golden arrow, loathsome dark arrow, repulsive dark arrow, beguiling dark arrow, alluring dark arrow. Okay. Got some wild adjectives.
Kneel before the saints. For the mad god. For the mad god.
Okay, okay, okay.
For Sheo Gorath.
Have we suffered any Golden Saint losses so far? I think we're still fucking good.
Before the saints.
Oh yeah, we got the main one dead. The Dark Seducer commander is dead. I should finish off the remaining Dark Seducers in Cylarne to complete the Golden Saint's victory. Oh no, I think one of them died. That looks like a saint to me down there. Oh yeah, well, what can you do? Take that.
Kneel before the saints. For the mad god. For Sheo Gorath. Eta Oriol.
For the mad god.
Kneel before the saints.
Shit, I'm getting like fucking pelted by arrows here.
For Sheo Gorath. For the mad god.
The fuck is going on down here?
Kneel before the saints.
Oh, shit, there's another seducer.
For Sheo Gorath. Kneel before the saints. For Sheo Gorath.
For the mad god!
Who's this? Dark Seducer? Okay,
For
okay.
the mad god.
There's Stella. I'll take another key, why not?
For the mad god.
Great. Yo, this motherfucker is holding on.
Kneel before the saints.
Okay, except for the part where she got stuck in the door when it was just kind of like looking every which way. The Dark Seducers in Cylarne have been utterly destroyed. I should speak to Canna about lighting the Flame of Agnon, now that her forces control both of the altars. Alright, cool. Phew. Hello,
Victory
Canna?
is ours. I have already selected a candidate for the honor of kindling the Altar of Rapture. I will now claim the honor of victory for myself, here on the Altar of Despair.
Okay. Well, great. Get on with it. Thanks for your help. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
The altars can only be kindled by the willing sacrifice of a Mazkin or an Oriel. It is my great honor to release my soul to oblivion in service to Lord Sheogorath. Farewell. I will not walk these lands for many a year.
Damn, you're gonna fucking, like, self-immolate?
Go.
Okay, can I see it happen? Can I fucking see it happen? Alright, alright. Hell yeah. Atar Oriel. Atar Oriel! Atar Oriel! Holy shit. Oh my god. Canna sacrificed herself on the altar of despair in order to light the Flame of Agnon. I can now retrieve the flame from the courtyard and bring it back to New Sheoth as Sheogorath commanded. Wow, her body is gone. What do y'all think of that? That's kind of wild, huh?
My soul for Sheogorath.
Oh, okay.
For Sheogorath's glory.
Hang on, do they all immediately go back down when I talk to them?
My soul for...
Okay.
Go.
Alright, hey, how come this saint is, of equal height to Morel, right? What's going on here?
Thanks to you, the Mazkin have
If
been
not
utterly
shorter.
defeated.
Okay.
For Sheogorath's glory. Thanks to you, the Mazkin have been...
Okay.
For Sheogorath's glory.
Thanks to you, the Mazkin have been utterly defeated. For Sheogorath's glory.
Oh, look, they're getting back up, though. How peculiar. Alright, well. We only lost a single saint. What is up and back around this way? So who did they sacrifice on the other altar, I wonder? She said that she already picked someone to do it. Kind of wild. Which, as she alluded to, they all come back. They all come back. Perhaps the ones who sacrifice themselves at the Flame of Agnon, at the altars, maybe it takes them a bit longer to come back. But given the fact that they are Daedra, they return. You know, life and death doesn't work. It doesn't work for them the same way. Oh, shit. I guess these are the booby traps we heard about. Okay, anything else cool around here? You know, the booby traps aren't really that good. I'm inadvertently avoiding every single one of them. Okay. What did this button do? Did that button do anything? Well, this is the Underdeep. Pop this open. Okay, backing around here. Then there's a little treasure. Could be something good. Nah, just a little bit of money. What can you do? How about this? Earn some healing. Very well. Oh, is this something? It's like a pressure plate. No, I think it's just... Yeah, a statue is meant to be here. It just fell away or something. And in its place, there's an invisible wall. Okay. So, we've checked around here. Let's head back a ways. Good. Sure. Yeah, as far as I remember, there's no meaningful difference between the Golden Saint versus Dark Seducer victory there. It's literally just, you just pick whoever you think is cooler, you know? I don't, because by the way that this has gone, I don't think anything different has gone down. But maybe that's not true. It definitely can, like, the combat can play out differently if you decide to ambush them in the Underdeep, because you can activate the booby traps and all of that. That's a little fun. Oh gosh. Rocks be falling. Okay. Anything over here? Check our map. Sure. This door does not want to open, though. And this should lead up to the other area, which we may as well take a gander at. Clear it out. Maybe one of the urns or little treasure chests will have something useful. Or maybe even a fun book. I also went and checked the 16 Accords of Madness book. Oh, this is it. We're topside now. But yeah, the 16 Accords of Madness book, which we've been collecting, there's actually only 3 volumes so far. So if there are more that we want, well, we're gonna have to wait for Elder Scrolls 6. Okay. Hello.
Speak quickly.
Anything else? Nope.
Go.
Who sacrificed
Speak,
themselves
citizen.
out here? Does this hurt me? Nope. Not at all. Oh, and there it is, burning with both colors.
Speak, citizen.
Neat. Okay. Flame of Agnon added to the player's spell list. I stepped into the Flame of Agnon and am now ablaze with the holy fire. I should return to New Sheoth and light the great torch in the Seselim Ardent Soul. Am I ablaze? I'm kind of ablaze. Okay. It's amazing that this doesn't do anything extra bad to me being a vampire. Right? Right. I feel like doing this as a vampire should end poorly. Right? You should get some bad results. Alright, look at this. Some knights and shit of order. There's no friendlies out here, right? So I'm fine to just tango with them. Ooh, fuck. We'll blast them. Wonderful. Okay, then up here. Throw some hearts in. Great. Uh-oh. There we go. Pop another one in there. And one more. Lovely. Cool. All right. Now, where did the priests go? Right there. Yeah, 45 hearts of order. That is absurd. Potion of fatigue. Some various gems. My god, I got so many, I'm literally over encumbered. Okay, what if I just eat some? Is that cool? What's that gonna do to me? I don't remember. Jiggalag's Ascendancy added to player spell list. Oh. It gave me a power? Is that on self? Huh. Well, it would be right there. H-I-J. No. Is it on ranged? H-I... Well, yeah, I don't know. Is it that I just have the effect? Flame of Agnon. Flame of Agnon. A force of order. Jiggalag's Ascendancy. What the fuck? What will happen to me? Am I going to die? The Boon of Order. Okay. What does the Boon of Order do? That sounds like an on-self spell. I don't know. Is it another buff that's already active on me? The Boon of Order? Fuck me, I don't know. The Boon of Order. What the fuck are all these things? I don't remember any of this. Did I never eat one before? Am I tripping? Am I just missing seeing it? The Boon of Order. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe that's what's going on here. Robe of glib tongues. No thank you. I'll take 3 money though. Okay. And that has been deactivated. Oh shit, I'm encumbered again. Was it eating the heart of order that gave me some sort of power? Oh yeah. Jiggalag's ascendancy added again. What the fuck is going on? What is the boon of order? Fortify health, 15 points. Speed. Yeah, what's it even doing to me? There's no way to know. Yeah, there's simply no way to know. What's my encumbrance at, though? 685? 579 out of 685? It will fade away, though. Let's do a quick save. Is it actually a feather effect? No, it is... It is not. Well, no, feather effect works differently here, doesn't it? Maybe it is a feather effect, then. Well, I'm gonna eat another one. What if I eat a bunch in a row? Okay. Well, it hasn't really done anything for me this time. Yeah, this time actually it sucks. Okay. What the hell? Do I even have Jiggalag's ascendancy now? No, it's gone. I ate so many, it's gone now. What the fuck? Here, I'm gonna eat 1. Okay, that worked. Huh. Well, what can you do? Alright, let's fast travel on back then. Let's see. I could go... Yeah, let's go to Crucible and we'll stash a bunch of these hearts because we're literally carrying around 100 units of encumbrance worth of hearts. Among other things. Here, let me also get some... Speaking of on-self spells, let's get a little bit of feather. Let's see. Pack mule, that'll do. And let's go to Mazada's. Who's right here? Yeah. Great. Sneak on inside, and we'll stash a bunch of hearts. Okay. I think Mazada's dead body is just gonna be there forever. I don't think it ever despawns, huh? Okay, and then let's get rid of some of these. Acacia fruit as well. Veldew, I can stash that. I'm not in need of it. Hearts of Order. I'll keep a few. Anything else that's super heavy? Kelp. Worm's Head Cap. Don't need that. Unrefined green mote. No, thank you. Okay, that'll do. Oh, and I've got this stuff as well. Here, we should actually take a look at these weapons, because this is the one with the eyeball. No? Yeah, I haven't yet seen it in the remaster. Oh, look at that. There it is. Okay, do I have I have 1 arrow. Oh, look. Okay, it's even reactive. Was it always reactive to whether or not you had an arrow aimed like that? Like it squints? Trying to focus? Okay. Cool. Let's see, what does it do? Random spell effect on strike. And this is just this bow. I think it's just an elven bow or maybe a golden saint one. Okay, let's stash them. Okay, great. And then let's head on out. I'll do a quick save as well. And then we can go properly ignite the Flame of Agnon while I'm still, I guess I'm on fire. I'm just glowing in a really incredible way. I remember the being on fire effect in the original being really absurd. Right? I remember being extremely on fire when it happened. Even when it was at its most, it looks like I'm on fire here in the remaster. I feel like it's a little bit dull in comparison. You know, it was really over the top, I want to say. And frankly, it was really funny going around seeing myself being on fire. Okay, up here. Ah. A location we haven't really yet come by yet. Should definitely talk to this dude.
You've brought it.
Oh.
The holy flame of Agnon, the fire of inspiration and rapture. If you light the great torch on the mania side of the Cylarne, you will be a hero to the people of Bliss, I assure you.
I was leaning towards dementia. I'll light the great torch for you. Let me think about it. Okay. I was leaning towards dementia.
You should know that in addition to the adulation of the people of Bliss, there is also a more earthly reward. The hero who lights the great torch for Mania is traditionally awarded the raiment of Arden Sul. Not that this should influence your choice at all. Now, what do you say?
Let me think about it. I'll light the great torch for you. Let me think about it.
Think about it. Dream about it. Let your mind soar on flights of fancy. I know you will choose well in the end.
Okay. And I guess you're the rep... Okay.
You burn with the purging fire of Agnon, the flame of truth, the flickering beacon of hope in the gloom of despond. Come, light the great torch for dementia. Illuminate the conspiracies, deepen the shadows. The people of Crucible await their hero.
I want to say originally, although I had sided with the Dark Seducers just then, in the original playthrough, I'm pretty sure I went and lit the torch for Mania because my thinking was that people in Mania would appreciate sort of the fervor of having the fire lit for them. And frankly, the people in Dementia, some may appreciate not having it lit, right? It, like, getting kind of fucked up like that, that seems kind of demented. That seems like something they would be into. And I think also, I want to say that the reward being the raiment was admittedly a little enticing. I was thinking about Mania, actually.
Oh no! You don't want to do that. Don't believe their lies. They are no true friends. Don't you see it? How they whisper behind your back. No, light the torch for Dementia, and you'll see how we treat our friends. Dementia takes care of its own. Few know that the hero who lights the torch for Dementia is granted the Ring of Intrigue, a boon for those who would gain access
to
the
Ring of
knowledge.
Intrigue, not the raiment.
Surely, you will do what is right, won't you?
Okay, let me think about it.
Yes. Let your mind worry at the problem. Let fear and dismay over making the wrong choice sink their talons deep into your brain.
Okay, yeah, the talons are in, buddy. Let's see. Can we look these up real quick and just see which one? I'm really leaning toward Dementia because I don't think I did it the first time through. But let's see. Raiment of Arden Sul. We'll check. We'll see if any of these give like a Fortify Magicka effect or could be particularly useful to a character like mine. Which really at the end of the day, it's going to be a matter of what does and doesn't give me exactly what I want. Let's see. Raiment, Arden, Soul. Okay. Well, what the fuck? This shit ain't working. Hold up. Let's see. Raiment of Arden Soul.
Yes?
I'm not about to go to the missing pauldron, even if they do
Ooh,
sell
it has
armor.
Fortify Int.
I'll stay in Crucible, thank you.
There's nowhere better than the missing pauldron. Bye.
Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at the comparison. Bring up the old UESP. Okay. Huh. He said the Ring of Intrigue, but I think Raiment of Intrigue is more correct. Okay. And the one of Intrigue, it gives you 10 luck, speed, security, and sneak. That's pretty damn shitty. It's not what I would want. Okay, how about the Raiment of Arden Soul? 11 int, 11 willpower, 40 resist paralysis, and 25 shield. I mean, that's a lot better, but... shit, dude. Yeah, I don't know about that. Both are ass. So I'm just going with the one that I want. Which would, I think, be Dementia. Right, I'm going to side with the opposite one. Okay, let's first hear what this dude has to say. Oh, has he gotten out of here?
Yes?
I was looking it up. No, he's over here.
It would be a truly demented
Arctis?
act to light the great torch with a flame purchased with the blood of the golden saints. Come, light the great torch for Dementia.
Yeah, that would be demented. Okay, yeah, I'll light the great torch for you.
You are truly demented, as I always suspected. Release yourself to your secret fears and desires. Let them rule you, as they must in the end. Now, light
Okay.
the great torch as a beacon for those who fear and those who inspire fear.
All right, I'll do it. You receive the blessing of Arden Soul. Oh. Well, where do I... oh, shit. Which one is which? Firegate. Is it this one? Have I done the one that I want? I should report to Sheogorath that I have lit the great torch as he requested. Did I light the correct one?
The great torch flares with the light of Dementia. All of Crucible will be celebrating tonight. Here, take this. The reward you have earned. Quickly now. It's best if no one knows you wear this.
What? What? They're gonna see me wearing it though, man. It's best if no one knows I wear it. Dog, what do you think wearing it means? Everyone's gonna know. Everyone's gonna see me wearing it. Tell me a rumor?
Ah, I liked when Thedon was in a bad mood. Foolish maniac.
Okay,
Pleasure
okay.
and pain be with you.
Oh, look who it
Tidings
is here.
and welcome.
Doing a slow clap. Hello there, Sheogorath.
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time.
Save you time.
The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces. I don't like it, having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Sheoth. I can never remember where it belongs. You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jiggalag, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before.
I can stop the Grey March?
Why not? Something has to work. Once, I dug a pit and filled it with clouds. Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter. It didn't slow him down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. and it really began to smell. Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter and tears. But this is all new. A fresh idea. Something I hadn't thought of. Until I did. It's sure to work, even though it might not.
What now?
Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader, someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where their backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to the business at hand. You'll need to control one of the courts of madness. Replace a current duke, or duchess, whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side.
Won't the dukes be displeased?
No. No. Absolutely not. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes you need to break a few eggs. Or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to follow them. Speak to Artis and Dervenin, the High Priest at the Seselim Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot to
Like a
call on
good
Haskell
hound,
for all
one.
that.
And he looks better in a suit.
Okay, how about the Grey March?
It's already started, but you might be able to stop it. We're making you into a leader that people can trust. Someone to look up to. Someone to blame. Once I'm gone, things usually get bad quickly. Lots of defections, lots of carnage, but with you at the helm, things will be different.
And how about Jigalag?
This time, I'll beat him. I can't stand losing, and I don't mind cheating. Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes.
Okay, let's get Haskell out.
How can I make your life easier? It's what I live for.
Let's see, can you tell me about the Grey March?
It seems our Lord believes you are the key to stopping it. Perhaps he's right. He's had worse ideas. Did he tell you about the clowns? What a mess. He wishes you to gain the respect of the people, to be a leader once he is gone. It is an interesting concept.
And what do you know about Jigalag?
I fear it won't be long until he makes his presence known. Without Sheogorath on his throne, the realm is likely doomed. Again.
And how about replacing a duke? I'm supposed to do that?
I offer you this. Remember who it is you're attempting to replace. You'll need to approach them in a manner to which they are not accustomed. Syl anticipates plots against her, so expect heavy resistance that may require a great deal of fighting and physical exertion. If you wish to replace Théoden, try a less direct approach that will involve cunning and subterfuge. He isn't likely to see you coming.
Okay. And if I remember correctly, in the original playthrough, I chose to replace Théoden, right? I very distinctly remember making that guy's heart explode, which does sound and was kind of cool. But in the interest of doing things differently, now that we're afforded the opportunity thanks to the remaster, we should probably try to replace Syl.
My work is never done.
Yes?
Okay.
Books of Bliss has quite a selection.
Okay, they're
I've
just
heard
talking about...
rumors about her.
All right, hello.
Shows well. The great torch shines with the luster of dementia and the glory of Sheogorath.
Cool. I'm supposed to replace a duke, though. What do you know about that?
Interesting. Not many wish to hear about such things, but I would be glad to oblige. Becoming the Duke of Dementia requires passage through the Ritual of Accession. Specific
Accession?
guidelines set forth by Arden Sul himself.
Oh, my. Okay, well, what's the Ritual of Accession entail?
Seldom is the subject ever Wait a moment. Did you want to hear the history of the ritual?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Tell me the ritual's history, right? Yeah. This is such a wild little bit of exposition in the Shivering Isles wherein they're about to just carry on as if it doesn't matter. It's about to be business as usual for Oblivion, and they're like, "Well, hang on. You know what? We came up with all this shit. You want to hear it? Do you want to hear it actually?" Right? Do you want to hear all of this fucking wild shit that we devised as to how it works and how it makes sense and all the history of it and shit with Arden Sul? Right, you know, you've done this shit with Arden Sul, the Flame of Agnon. Who are these people? What is this fire? What is this Arden Sul? Right? What the hell is all this about? You want to actually know? Yeah, I would actually like to know. This is, like we've said a few times now, with the Shivering Isles, this is how it differs greatly from the core game of Oblivion, in that, true enough, they don't explain absolutely everything. You know, like we saw earlier, the hulking Cylarne statues and stuff around. I don't know if we ever get an explanation for that. Maybe you do, but I don't remember getting an explanation for that. Maybe you do, in a roundabout way. But my God, it's leagues ahead of what is present in the core game, and what is frankly probably my chief complaint that I've recognized in doing this playthrough is that there's so little exposition present in the core game of Oblivion, right? What else can be said? The Minotaur situation is wild. Anyway, please explain the ritual's history.
As it happened so many years ago, my lord Arden Sul suspected a traitor in his midst. Not wishing to find himself on the wrong end of a blade, he gathered his flock here in the Sacellum. By poisoning the sacramental wine, Arden Sul was able to suppress any such conspiracy in one fell swoop.
He killed them all.
Yes. He then removed their hearts from their bodies and used his ancient scrying technique known as visceromancy to read their lifeblood. When Arden Sul couldn't divine the traitor's true nature in their hearts, he became distraught and took his own life in the same way. From that day on, the Ritual of Accession for the Throne of Dementia was set.
Okay, so tell me what to do then.
Very well. Spoken like a true son of the Demented. To become the ruler of Dementia, the current leader's heart must be cut out and brought to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I can pronounce the heart-bearer a duke or duchess. Then, all that is required is the blessing of our lord, Sheogorath.
I've spoken to Arctis, High Priest of Dementia. The Ritual of Accession for Dementia is simple. Syl would have to be slain by the proposed successor, and her heart brought to the altar of Arden Sul at the Sacellum. I should now speak to Dervenin to learn of Mania's ritual. Now, if I talk to Haskell right now, is he going to have something
How can
unique?
I make your life easier?
No, okay.
If only we could speak more often.
Dervenin?
I'm disappointed in your choice. Why you would choose to honor the fetid madness of Dementia is beyond my understanding.
Well, what do you know about Arden Sul? I don't give a shit.
Yes, Arden Sul. Doesn't the name simply roll wonderfully off the tongue?
I don't know. I prefer
He was
Marabar.
the sovereign of thought and a regnant artist. To call him a simple craftsman would not suffice. Know him as the Artificer Superior.
A
Words
regnant
dripped like honey
artist.
from his
I've
tongue,
never heard that
and
word.
his songs were intoned with extraordinary verisimilitude. Had we been blessed with his constant presence, the Isles would be a maniac's paradise.
Okay, I guess I did hear it the last time I played this, but I don't know what it is. Regnant. Okay, tell me a generic rumor.
Arden Sul has willed it to be. The gatekeeper is dead, and the newcomer to the Isles will join us in praising his name.
And tell me about the Ritual of Accession.
An important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment.
I do have a moment. Tell me the history of the ritual.
Arden Sul was perhaps the greatest duke to walk our land. Many years ago, he decided to hold a night of absolute indulgence, resplendent with dance, wine, and sex, to celebrate his fondness for his brethren. The green moat flowed like water in a stream as the revelers voraciously succumbed to its rapturous ways.
Well, this hardly sounds lethal.
But it was. As the bacchanal reached a crescendo, the people began to clutch their chests as their very hearts exploded. The green moat had taken its toll. The ground stained a deep crimson as the sanguine liquid flowed from their lifeless bodies.
Man, how intensely
represent
was the
that
explosion?
night, when the ruler of Mania is to be replaced, he partakes of the green moat and allows his lifeblood to flow upon the altar.
Okay, well, tell me what to do.
Certainly. When the ruler of Mania has decided it is time, he will choose a successor from his court. The successor is invited to a huge celebration, a night of hedonistic revelry, wine, song, and of course, green moat.
What about the
During
sex? Come
The
on!
exiled imbibes 3 doses of the potent drug. This causes his heart to burst, and his lifeblood flows from his body. The successor then gathers the drug-tainted blood and brings it to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I will proclaim the successor a duke or duchess. Then Sheogorath gives his blessing, and the cycle is completed.
Amazing. I've spoken to Dervinin, High Priest of Mania. The Ritual of Accession for Mania requires the current ruler to commit suicide by taking 3 doses of green moat, which is lethal. Then his drug-tainted blood must be brought to the altar of Arden Sul at the Sacellum. After I decide which ritual to undertake, I should return to Sheogorath and inform him of my choice. Okay, like I said, I'm pretty sure we're gonna go with,
A glory.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna go with, the demented one, because I distinctly remember making that dude's heart explode.
How can I make your life easier?
Is there anything new? Oh, there is something new. Tell me more about the ritual.
Obviously, no matter which path you take, it ends in the death of either Syl or Thaden. Just remember not to deviate from the ritual's guidelines. One would hope you can do that.
Okay, sure.
If only we could speak more often.
All right, Sheogorath, I know which ritual I want to undertake.
You're back! How nice for you! Does that mean you've made a decision? Or are you lost? Suicidal? Just let me know.
Okay, yeah, I have come to a decision.
A friendly word of warning before you choose. Once you've decided which duke to replace, there's no turning back. One choice. No more. No less. Try not to do something stupid. So which is it? What will it be? Mania? Dementia? The suspense is killing me! Or you, if I have to keep waiting.
And this is another one of the fun and cool things of the Shivering Isles, right? Is that you are afforded a good chunk of agency in the main quest, right? You're afforded a lot of choices of like, and usually it's a binary choice, and sometimes, you know, the choice ultimately doesn't really matter, right? Like what we just did back at Cylarne. There's not that big of a difference between what you do, especially since you can, back here, you can elect to light either of the fires, you know, and get a different reward or get the praise of a different group or whatever. So at the end of the day, it kind of, you can kind of do whatever. But similarly, there are some more meaningful choices, right? Like, whatever we choose here, for real, Thaden or Syl will die. What if I say I'm not ready to choose, though?
I hate indecision. Or maybe I don't. Well, make up your mind, or I'll have your skin made into a hat. One of those arrow catchers. I love those hats.
What is an arrow catcher hat? I have no idea. Okay, let's do a quick
come
save.
visit again. You're back. How nice for you.
Okay, here, I'm gonna make a
Syl
decision.
or Thaden? Which will it be?
I choose Syl, Duchess of Dementia.
Dangerous choice. I like it. She's gotten to be a bit much anyway. Thinks everyone is out to get her. Which they are in this case. So be it.
Okay, yeah. It is fun that we foiled a plot against her to kill her, and now we are going to kill her. we are going to carve out her heart. Tell me more about the Grey March.
It'll be in full swing soon. Excited? You shouldn't be. It's the death of all things. But if we can get you into shape, we might stand a chance. You lead my forces. Inspire my people. Hopefully, everyone won't end up dead.
And can you tell me anything more about our opponent, Jigalag?
He'll be here soon. And I'll be gone. Can't say I like the sound of that. I like the sound of other things, though. Like birds. And bones cracking.
And what can you tell me about Syl?
Syl is as crafty as she is beautiful. I'd watch my back if I were you. Oh, this is so much fun!
Okay.
You will speak when your task is complete.
Well, let's check in with Haskell real quick.
Confused already? Very disappointing. If I were you, and thank Sheogorath that I'm not, I would begin with the people who spend their day closest to Syl.
Okay. Can you just outright fucking murder her? Just in broad daylight?
Another sheep
We should definitely go a
returns
different
to the
route about it.
flock. What did you require?
Arctis, can you tell me about Syl?
All I can tell you is Syl is rarely seen in public, and her staff takes care of the day-to-day activities. I check with Anya Herrick, her courtier, and Kitlan, her steward. Maybe they can help you.
Okay, can you tell me about them, starting with Anya?
Do you take me for a fool? How do I know you aren't acting as an agent of dementia?
What? What? I mean, I kind of am because I'm seeking to supplant her. Aren't you an agent of dementia, though? What about Kiflin?
Yeah, sure. Like I'm gonna say something about Syl's court to the likes of you.
Okay, well,
I'm
let's
listening.
persuade him a bit.
Don't... That's just talk. Don't waste your... Really? That's great! Don't try to... Well, that's great! All right.
Okay, how about Anya?
The walls have ears. I hear that in light of recent events at the palace, Anya Herrick is more loyal to Syl than ever. In fact, she rarely leaves her side.
And how about Kithlin?
Well, I've heard that recent events in Syl's court have made Kitlan a bit disillusioned with its leadership. But you didn't hear that from me.
Okay.
Pleasure and pain be with you.
You happen to know anything, Dervinnen?
Happy times, happy days.
Okay. What do you know about Anya?
You take
Anya
me
Herrick.
for a fool? How do I know you aren't acting as an agent of dementia?
Okay, let's
Go
persuade him.
I doubt it. I doubt it. Not really now. You're such a chap. You should. Please, I'm embarrassed. Good. I get away from me. You're good.
Okay. Can you now tell me about...
I
Oh, it's
hear
the same
that
as
in light
before.
of recent-
Yeah, okay.
Tread the humble path and find enlightenment.
Now, can I talk to Haskell again?
Confused already?
Nah, same.
Very disappointing. If I were you, and thank...
Got a little framey there. Okay. Sure. Let's do a quick save. Head on out. Okay, and then... Oh, do the random folks here have anything to say about what I've done?
Mad God's blessings.
No?
Walk with our Lord.
I don't know that they do. I don't actually know if I remember much in the way of reactivity for people being like, oh, you lit the fire on our side, the Flame of Agnon, for us. No?
You gave those maniacs something
Ah.
to think about, lighting the torch for us. Well done.
Oh, okay. Tell me a rumor.
Common treasures is full of junk. That's all Tilsa Erelith collects. Take care.
You haven't seen that filthy cat beggar, have you?
I've not.
See
Goodbye.
you later.
Okay. I wonder if conversely people in Bliss and Mania have stuff to say about how they're upset with my actions. We should check in with them as well. As we see just like rando NPCs, we should speak with them for real.
How may I serve?
Okay, up here into the palace. Hopefully she's got her courtiers out already. Oh. It is resonating. Okay. Here. Good. We'll speak to Kithlin last. Anya Herrick?
Ah, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Anything you can tell me as far as rumors go?
Don't know what happened. I didn't do anything to Syl. So, why was I punished?
Well, you almost did. You were at the highest ranks of the conspiracy. You were one of her closest advisors. Tell me of Syl.
She's staying well out of sight. No need to take unnecessary risks. I maintain a close watch on her. She fears that Sheogorath no longer favors her presence and wants her replaced.
What? No. Replaced?
Perhaps I misjudged you. All right. I'll help.
Wait.
Just remember me when you take over her position. What can I do to help you?
Once a rat, always a fucking rat. Oh my gosh, never let her get close to you. Anya Herrick is... It doesn't fucking matter. She's all disillusioned. Fucking... Who gives a shit? She's always ready to strike out. Oh my god. She's got the fucking knives out and ready to dig right into your damn back. Well, I need to get close to her.
Well, the best thing I can offer is help with the guards. I can distract at least 2 of them and get them to leave her wing of the palace. That should help you to get in there a bit easier.
Okay, great. I've informed Anya Herrick of my plans to replace Syl. She seems somewhat hesitant, but claims she will create a distraction and rid the interior of the dementia wing of the palace of its elite dark seducers. I should now attempt to speak with Kithlin. Oh shit, she's fucking booking it. We're doing it now? Okay. Kithlin?
What is it you require?
Did you hear any of that? I'm gonna kill Syl and replace her. You know, let's talk about her.
I suppose I should be grateful working in the palace with her. But I can't stand having to constantly look over my shoulder. I don't know if she has it in for me or not. I think she is in constant fear of being replaced.
He says it with such solemnity. Okay, yeah, well, she is going to be replaced by me.
Yes. I see you may have what it takes to replace her.
That's right,
Very well.
that's right.
What is it you need from me?
Okay, well, can you get me close to her?
That may be difficult. Syl has been hidden from public sight lately. However, I can give you something that may help.
A gun.
Take this key. It should unlock
Oh,
any
okay.
door in her wing of the palace. You still need to be wary of her seducer guards, but it should help.
I've informed Kithlin of my plans to replace Syl. He seems eager to help and has provided me with a key to the dementia wing of the palace. I should now infiltrate Syl's wing of the palace and end the Duchess of Dementia's life. Okay. Anything you guys say about this?
Is there something you require?
I'm gonna go kill her. Any words of advice or encouragement or morale boosts or anything? Actually, I guess fuck it. Tell me about the Grey March and Jigalag for whatever reason.
You'll see the miasma begin to spread. Where order appears, the realm dies. I only hope you are up to Sheogorath's task. He believes that by you ruling either mania or dementia, you'll be able to effectively inspire his people and lead his forces. I hope he's right.
Oh yeah. Okay. How about Jigalag?
Soon Jigalag will come to this realm, bringing destruction in his wake. With the throne of madness empty, the realm is doomed. Lovely. I live to serve.
Okay, over here. So is it actually the private gardens I need to go to? It seems that way, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let's quick save. We'll head into the private gardens. So this is the one area we couldn't get into. Oh. Uh-oh. I thought she was supposed to distract him for me. Oh! Okay, okay. Maybe she hasn't distracted them for me and she's actually a fucking traitor. That's fine. Fuck him up, Gordon. Fuck him up. I'll take him out. Uh-oh. It's getting smoked. Easy enough. You think I got a bounty for that? Dark Seducer Shield. Nothing on you. Here, we should loot these things. Okay. Good. Wonderful. Especially if we see any of these tentacled ones. Unfortunately, I think there's only one out here. Oh no, wait. There's more. No goodies, though. A little bit more. Any more? No. And no special bonuses either. Well, what can you do? Okay. Let's continue through to here, the Duchess's quarters. Do another quick save. I've entered Syl's private chambers. I now need to locate Cyl herself and put an end to her reign as Duke of Dementia. Oh shit. Yeah, I've never been in here. If you go against Fate, and I believe you go into a completely different spot now. Oh. Hello. Anya?
What do you want now? I told you what I'm willing to do. Now, get away from me before someone hears us.
Okay. Hang on. Haskell.
Clever adversary, isn't she? I bet you're thinking that this was too easy, yes? Well, things aren't always as they seem. In fact, I think I hear the answer to your problem coming as we speak.
There's a... what? Something's coming? Someone's coming? Haskell, I don't know what the fuck you're on about, man. Uh-oh. Oh shit, this is stealing. Okay, well, fuck it. What the hell? She's already fucking dead!
Don't be fooled. The ritual isn't over.
What?
The body on the bed isn't Cyl, but merely an impersonator. The real Cyl uses many such decoys to throw would-be killers off her trail.
Oh my
Cyl
god.
made her escape through the hidden tunnel in the gardens outside her quarters. She must not get away! Beware.
Okay.
I fear that her escape may be a ruse to lure you into an ambush.
Okay, well that's fine though. Cyl's double. Wow. Whoa, look at these. They look like big old nuts. Okay. Anything else I can get back here? Ooh, Greaves of the Worm. Oh. Magebane Greaves? None of them are really that good. Fun crystal ball, some bits of booze, a treasure chest. Ooh, an amber shield matrix. Okay, and a ring of wizardry. Ah, what all does it do? Show me the details. 10 points to every? Yeah, I think every school of magic and alchemy. Every, like, mage magic coded ability or skill. Okay, I'll take these. Oh, Anya, did Anya do it? Anya ratted me out now. Okay. Let's see, anything else around here? Very well, there we go. Okay.
What do you want now?
Nope. Nothing else to say. I've discovered the secret door Kithlin described. I should activate the hidden switch and proceed inside in pursuit of Syl. Oh. Oh, this is a secret door. Okay, well thanks, quest update. Alright, Haskell, what do you have to say about the secret door?
Now that you found Syl's escape route, I'd tread very carefully. She is the mistress of deception, after all.
What?
If she
She's
means
also
to
the mistress
escape,
of deception?
She'll do everything in her power to stop you.
God, I didn't know she was the mistress of deception. I thought she was just the Duchess of Dementia. Oh, fuck. Oh my gosh, I go down here? Zirathard? Holy shit. Yeah, you go into a completely different place if you go after Théoden. Holy heck. Okay. Anything else, Haskell, while I'm down here?
Now that you've found Syl's escape route, I'd tread very carefully. She
Oops.
is, if she meets...
Okay. Sure. Let's see. Ugh. Haskell, can you take care of that?
Now that you've found... If she means...
Damn. You can't be hit by anything. What a motherfucker. What if I get hit by it? Hit me with it. Okay, it's not that bad. I can just eat these. Oh, are there butts in here? My only weakness. Look, I can get hit by them from everywhere. Holy shit. Oh no, this is a full skeleton. Oh, there's a butt. That was a big one too. More of them? Cool. Oh, this magic is like doing nothing. Unless it's like sucking up all my stats. Which I guess is possible. Okay. Sure. Can I turn them off? No. There's more treasure here. Potion of healing. I don't know where she got her intel from, but man, it was Johnny on the spot knowing that she should put butts in here. She's gonna be all the way in fucking, I don't know, the Nibine by the time I get there. After I'm looking through all these damn butts. Okay. Sure. Down this route. And is it over here? No, to the left. There we go. And then down here. Push button. What did that do? Did it turn off the... Oh, yeah, I think it turned them off. Okay, and a metal door. Uh-oh. Oh, hello. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh.
For the mad god. Skin.
Oh, fuck, that hurts. Okay. Launch a few fireballs over that away. Great. Thanks for the help there, Gordon. Anything good on you? Alluring, beguiling, loathsome, and repulsive. You would think that they would all be named stuff like alluring and beguiling, given the fact that they're meant to be seducers. Right, loathsome and repulsive I don't know. Right? Doesn't make much sense. What, they could only think of 2 synonyms for seductive? Open up a fucking thesaurus. Let's get over here. Any other butts around this place? Nah, I think we're clear. Sure. Look at this big freaky shit. Okay. If I push this, does it just close the... Okay. Push it again. And what's inside but... just the big hunger statue. Oh no, it's filled with people here to kill my ass.
For the mad god, for Sheogorath!
Okay, you can't fucking catch me. I'll circle strafe the shit out of you. Mind you, we're not really circle strafing here. That's a different technique. I guess I can just shoot at my feet. There we go. What have you got? Anything? Nah, nothing on any of them. No stupid arrows. Okay. Back here. Potion of charisma and of healing. Sure. If I activate this, what'll happen? Ah, opens the door back that way. Okay. Sure, got a crate here with a torch. Some Cyrodiilic looking ass equipment. A locked urn. Wow. Good. Okay. Now, you know what? The real question is, when it came to the body double, that's a cool trick. But why was she already dead? Right? Why was the body double already dead? That wouldn't have made sense to just keep stringing me along. Did she kill the body double, thinking that the double was also in on it? What the fuck happened there? Okay. Oh shit, look at all this. What's that on the floor? It's like some silverware? Okay, Gordon, help me out here.
For the mad god! It's Madskin!
Oh, fuck yeah. See, the Atar Mazkin hits so fucking good. What's this? Yeah, silver. What the heck? A bunch of chairs? Oh, it's all built. Okay, it's like a last line of defense. Gotcha. Because I'm here to murder her. Okay. Oh. Another secret passage. Sure. Well, we can look through all this stuff real fast. Anything good? No. Okay. Do a quick save. Another one. Over here. This must be the place. Oh, wow. What, am I fighting a secret boss in Dark Souls? Okay. Gotcha. Oh shit, another one? Cool. Nothing on you. Sure. Okay. Let's do another quick save. I'm worried about one of these things opening up and me falling down. Okay. what's in this area. There's another seducer there. I guess we're fucking fighting. I think I heard their equipment. Yeah. Alright, that's the telltale way of knowing that they're toast. Just listen for their shield clunking to the floor. Now, where's this thing go to? Oh, Zyrthard Subterrane. Everybody's got Subterrane. Okay. Well, this seems like the place. Metal door. Is that her? Huh? Damn, you got a big fucking hammer? Okay. Oh shit, there's a bunch of people in here. Oh shit. Okay, okay. That's fine. Gromite's tougher. Okay. I've seen Syl. I should now remove her heart. Okay. Fucking A. Syl's heart. I can't eat it, right? No. I've removed Syl's heart. I now need to make my way back to the altar of Ardent Soul at the Cylarne. Okay. Haskell, what do you think about that?
How messy. Well, now that you possess Syl's heart, I'd make my way to the Cylarne as soon as possible. And do hurry. That heart is beginning to smell.
Okay, you could have given me a bag. Oh, nerve shatter, of course. And what did we miss out by going this route and not, killing Théoden? I forget. I think his hat. His hat, right? Yeah. Okay. What does nerve shatter do? Probably nothing worthwhile. Weakness to shock on strike, 48%, and shock damage on strike. So not terrible, but it could have been way better if it had some weakness to magicka as well. Yeah, it's alright. God, it looks cool as hell. Okay. Wonderful. Let's head on in here. If I stow it, how's it look on my back? Looks kind of fun. Shit, it weighs a whopping 80 units. My god. I'm guessing her clothes will be in here. Nope. Fleet foot boots. Are those unique? I don't think so. I'll take them though. Fuck it, just in case. not that mannequins exist in this game, but I'll take them. Okay. Weak potion of insight. Sure. Okay, let's get on out of here. We'll go back into the subterrane. Don't you get her clothes somehow? Am I mistaken? I feel like you're supposed to get her, like, normal garb. Ooh. Look at this big room. Oh, there's a shambles. Whoa, been a while since we fought some of them. Replete shambles. Drinking some magicka. Helps that they are really fucking slow. Got some bone marrow. May as well take it. Okay, so we got a couple routes we can go here, huh? Which one should we take? Sounds like there's some kind of creature here. Ooh, another shambles. There we go. Bone shard. I think this is just a fun little loot area. Yeah. Okay. Take some of that. A glass warhammer. I'll leave it. Good. And you know what? I think we ought to call it here for now. And when next we return, we'll continue through the subterrane and evacuate these premises and report back the good news that we're the new Duchess of Dementia, right? I don't know when we get their outfit. You know? With Théoden, it's a lot more cloak and dagger. You never actually have a super showdown with them, right? You, it is kind of fun though. It's very fun, and there's a little extra unique animation for his heart exploding out of his chest. Right? It is very fun. I do appreciate that there's two very different quests here. It's very good. All right. However, of course, if you'd like to stick around, we will be doing a little bit of reading. And what are we reading this time? But let's see. How about... Ooh, do we have anything relevant to what we've been up to? I don't know. Fall of Vitharn, we're rapidly approaching that becoming relevant. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Otherwise, we could just read, like, what was it? Liturgy of Affliction? We could read Myths of Sheogorath. I haven't read that. Okay. Saints and Seducers we read shortly after getting in here. Okay. The Living Woods. We should probably hold off on that a bit, right? Huh. We can read The Prophet Ardent Soul. Yeah, why not? It's volume 2. Which, I don't know, is there another one? I don't know that there is. I think maybe there is only a volume 2. Right? Yeah, okay. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take a quick drink here. Apologies. Where we read this. All right. The Prophet Ardent Soul, Volume 2, The Sesalem. Now, if there is a Volume 1, hopefully the naming convention here alludes to the fact that they're kind of standalone. I haven't double-checked ahead of time on this. When one approaches the walls of New Sheoth, the eyes are unavoidably drawn to a magnificent sight. A mystical flame rises from a simple tower that juts from a circular building. To some, the flame is a beacon of strength and guidance. To others, mockery of their beliefs. It is the epicenter of a most interesting conflict, two sides of the same coin vying for the favor of their god. It is an unremarkable building with a most remarkable past. It is the Sesalem Ardent Soul. Although the Sesalem itself predates Ardent Soul's life, both the Manics and the Demented contest the history of the Sesalem heavily. The Manics believe that on that very spot, before New Sheoth existed, Ardent Soul was first afflicted with the Grand Enlightenment and became blinded. The Demented postulate that the Sesalem was the location where Ardent Soul endured the 100-day torture. However, it was not these purported events of Ardent Soul's life that aligned the Sesalem with the Prophet's name. It was his death. Here again, the Manics and the Demented are divided. The Manic story of Ardent Soul's death begins with a night of superlative revelry in the Sesalem. The event was replete with a seemingly inexhaustible supply of green mote and spirits. Ardent Soul and his 213 followers engaged in a veritable orgy of merrymaking and overindulgence, a night fraught with profusion of singing, dancing, and fornicating. As the celebration reached a crescendo and the event reached its whirlwind apex, one by one, Ardent Soul's followers began to drop to the ground, their lifeblood draining from their bodies until the ground was soaked a crimson red. The excesses of their hedonism had taken its toll and had caused their very hearts to explode. Although details are uncertain, it was said Ardent Soul was the last to die with the look of pure bliss upon his face. The Demented have a radically different story of the events leading to Ardent Soul's demise. Fearing that one of his followers would one day turn traitor and bury a blade in his back, Ardensul sought a method to see deep into a man's soul and reveal his true feelings. After an exhaustive search, he uncovered the secrets of visceromancy, the science of divination, through the observation of the entrails of others. Armed with this knowledge, he summoned his flock to the Cecellum. After imbibing the wine Ardensul gave them, his followers suddenly felt themselves paralyzed, aware of their surroundings but unable to move. Then one by one, Ardensul cut out the still beating hearts of his followers and read their lifeblood. After removing all 213 hearts, he still hadn't located the traitor. Furious, he reached into his chest and tore out his own heart. Before the light faded from his eyes, Ardensul was reported to have realized the ironic truth. He was the traitor, destined to kill himself. Whether or not one chooses to take either of these stories seriously is of little import. The truth remains that the Cecellum is a significant location of a highly regarded prophet's death. To this day, the building is still shared among the Manics and the Demented, and depending on Lord Sheogorath's whim, the favored side becomes its ruling body. Right. And in this way, the Shivering Isles sort of world building turns toward being even more Elder Scrollsian in nature, in that the exact nature of what went down with Ardensul there at the Cecellum is unknown. It's up for debate. It's up to interpretation. There's two possible interpretations. What's more Elder Scrolls than that? Than, like, unreliable information, either of which could be true, but at the end of the day, for the story they're telling there, ultimately, it doesn't matter which one is true. You know? Very Elder Scrollsian in nature, right? Shivering Isles, although I have qualms with, like, the flippant nature it has with regards to, like, how it treats mental illness, especially some very severe cases of mental illness and all of that. And also just the way in which it tries to be very jokey with Sheogorath. And a lot of it has aged very poorly, right? A lot of that sense of humor just does not hit anymore these days. Or you need to be very careful with that kind of delivery. Especially when presented in such a, like, in such a way on, like, a pedestal, you know? Doing that sort of humor, like comedy and all of that works differently depending on where and when it's presented, you know? Something just between friends can be so fucking funny if it's just brought up spur of the moment, right? Just between friends or family, loved ones or whatever. Something can be such a fucking riot, whereas comparatively, if it's presented in, like, a TV show or a game, or probably the hardest of all, stand-up comedy, where there's such a high expectation for something to be funny, it's so much more difficult to pull it off, you know? Because so much of comedy is about, like, management of expectations, subverting them. You know, it is often in some way intrinsically tied to that. And thus, when you go into and expect, like, this is going to be funny, or they're obviously trying to make this funny, it's so much harder for it to be funny, right? It's so much harder for it to be, for you to like, sucker punch them with something that gets you to laugh or whatever, right? It's difficult. But regardless of all that, it's very clear that the Shivering Isles is such a return to form to what existed in Oblivion and what not Oblivion, in Morrowind, and what we see continue through all of Skyrim land, right? And even here, there's a shocking amount of agency. There's such a shocking amount of agency in, like, committing to different twists and turns one way or the other. And right, like we said, sometimes it's a binary that has little meaning. But sometimes, like in this case, you go to a completely different dungeon and have, like, a very different quest line. It's very good. And like I said, indicative of what came before and what you would see at some points in in Skyrim, you know? When it comes to like choosing a side in the Civil War or choosing between the Dawn Guard and the Volkswagen vampires, you know? That stuff has some degree of meaningful decision making, which in the core game of Oblivion just does not exist, right? Whatsoever. There is pretty much zero decision making to be made in Oblivion, the core game. Like, the only time where there is a meaningful degree of decision making is, I think, during the whodunit quest, which ultimately, at the end of the day, everyone is dead at the end of that. But that's like the only time player agency really matters beyond emergent gameplay moments in the core game of Oblivion. You know, people will rag on Skyrim for this, for not having it, but it does. It's Oblivion that does not have much of it at all. You know, as far as agency for the player, Oblivion does not have it, right? Get it right. A lot of people get hooked on the, like, new thing bad sort of line of thinking, and that is simply not true. It's Oblivion, core game Oblivion has so little player agency for you. It's not until the Shivering Isles that they finally bring back a shitload of it, and so much so that, like we said, some of it is just kind of meaningless, right? But it's fun to have nonetheless. I enjoy it nonetheless. It's kind of fun and stupid. Anyway, when next we return, we're going to see some more shit pop off. We can definitely check in with the Court of Mania as we get out of here. See what they all have to say as we are crowned the new Duchess of Dementia. And maybe we'll get her drip. Will we get her drip? Will it look different on me, or will it look the same on my character, right? Mind you, this is still from an era where, as we have seen throughout the game, one item of clothing looks different depending on whether your character is masculine or feminine. You know? You can't ever have, like, an item that is equipped on a masculine character's pants. If you equip it on a character who's a woman, sometimes those aren't pants anymore, right? Sorry if you wanted to wear pants. You're gonna have to look for another fucking item because that shit just turned into a dress. That's a skirt now, right? Sometimes it just works out that way. Other times, maybe it really is pants. All right. When next we return, all that and maybe more. Until next time, please take care of each other.